Hello, my name is John with Kitchen Dad, and we're going to be going over how to use the Minion Method for smoking. It is definitely the best method to use, and what I would suggest if you have the Weber Smokey Mountain. So step one of using the Minion Method is to put about 15 to 20 pieces of charcoal in your chimney. It doesn't really have to be exact, you just have to be kind of close. I think I counted about 17 in there, but that's just for the purposes of this video. Usually I don't pay that much attention. I would say just about 15, more than 15, maybe less than 22, 23, and you're in pretty good shape, so just close-ish. Next you're going to want to light your charcoal lighter. However you do that, I suggest these charcoal starters. These things are fantastic. Man, this wind is kicking. Alright. Alright, and then just let that sit and light, and we will get on to our next step. Alright, as our charcoal is pretty much ready, let me talk about the setup here that we've got. We've got our hardwood for smoking lined across the top of the charcoal. We have all of the charcoal filling the ring, except for, if you can tell right there, we have an opening in the middle. So this is what's going to give us our long smoke time. What's going to happen is we're going to pour our hot charcoal right in the center there, and it's going to slowly light and spread outwards, and that's what makes this the easiest method to cook with for a charcoal smoker, and not having to constantly adjusting your vents and adjusting everything else, is because the charcoal is just slowly going to spread and just mostly maintain that standard temperature. Now before we dump that charcoal in, I would say it's best to close these things up until it's about just the tip of your pinky can fit in there. For exact reference, there you go. Go ahead and close all three bottom vents to that, and that's pretty much all we need to do here. Okay, so now our charcoal is ready to go. Might have even let it go a little bit long. But you can see this is the setup that we just had chatted about, and we are pouring it right into that center part. All right, and now let's assemble. Okay, so now we have reassembled the smoker from when we lit that charcoal and poured it in the center of the charcoal ring in the bottom. And now you see a little bit of smoke coming out. We have the vents open to just that little pinky touch, or maybe like the size of about a pencil. One thing to note here is this top vent is always left all the way open. So we're never adjusting temperature with the top vent, only the bottom vents. So while we wait for this thing to get to temperature, the next step will be to throw on our meats that we are cooking. All right, and once you get up to temperature, it is time to add your meat on. I am doing some pork today, so that's what I've placed on here. See these guys going right in here. There's 2 layers of them, so that should be fun. I try to keep my smoker at 225, give or take. Again, it's not an exact science. I'm sure professionals will tell you differently, but I just try to do 225, give or take 5 degrees either way, 10 degrees either way. I'd say that's good, especially if you're starting out and first learning this Minion Method. Again, we'll keep an eye on this temperature now that we're in this range, and adjust the bottom vents. Remember, that's how we're adjusting temperature. We're not touching that top vent. It's wide open for the whole process. We're just going to be adjusting those 3 small bottom guys. All right, so you can see here we're a little bit high on the temperature I like to usually target. No big deal, happens sometimes. So you're going to want to get like an oven mitt or a stick or something, and we're just going to slightly close the vent up a little bit, right? Do that. And remember, that top vent is all the way open. So that should do what we need for us to fall back a little bit, a few degrees back to where I'd like this to be. All right, just as a quick overview of the steps that we covered previously, I was able to maintain that 225 temperature today, give or take 10 degrees with minimal shifting of the vents, as you saw. And we were able to hold that temperature for about 14 hours. So it really will put your mind to rest if you're looking at a charcoal smoker in thinking that an electric smoker is the only way that you can maintain temperature without having to babysit the smoker, you know, all day. Because a 14-hour smoke that's a pretty long process. You don't want it to sit there and be adjusting it every 3 seconds. So using the Minion method on this smoker, we were able to do that. That's it. I'll catch you guys out grilling next time.